The stakes have been raised in this year's Olympics as athletes and stakeholders try to abide by the Tokyo 2020 playbook, which focuses more on the mitigation of the spread of coronavirus. In Tokyo, athletes will be tested every day, and those that are not to be positive may be prevented from participating in these games. But these measures are not only important in Tokyo, but also during the build-up to the games. 96 hours before athletes travel, they will have to present at least 2 negative COVID-19 tests. That is why, for Team Kenya, athletes have been isolated in different designated areas. The National Olympics Committee of Kenya has borrowed a leaf from the bubble concept that the NBA first devised.
The bubble concept interestingly started with basketball in the US, and a lot of countries or sporting entities around the world have embraced it. In Kenya we did it, and the simple thing is, because you want to minimize infection, so you minimize interaction. Simple basic concept. In Kenya we said all the probables and all the team sports which have qualified, we put them in an environment where we limit them, the interaction with the communities.
Well, most people have this notion that a bubble camp is literally going into a bubble. Well, that's not it. A bubble camp is sort of somewhere that you're enclosed or you stay in order to avoid contact with the outside world or mingle with people from the outside that you're not sure of the COVID results.
The sophistication of this concept is not in the structure that it has. For Team Kenya, the bubble hosts the athletes and the staff members. It is also where they camp in and have their meals from. For the rugby national team, both the men and the women, they camp in Kasarani Stadium, which is where they also hold their gym and practice sessions.
This is where I have my towels. That's the shower. I have my toiletry bag over here. I have my toothpaste as well. And yeah, basically that's about it.
The volleyball national team camps at Kenyatta University and trains at Kasarani Stadium. As such, they usually chauffeured to and fro the stadium.
As you can see, ndo tunatoka mazoezi, ndo tunaelekea KU. Ukiona basi yetu pale hivyo, Kenyatta University, ndo tunaenda lunch.
The bubble is not as rigid as one could imagine. One could say that the bubble is where the athletes are located at a particular time. For example, if the athletes travel outside the country, it means they're still in the bubble as no one is allowed to interact with them. The sophistication is in the rules that govern this bubble camp. Athletes are not allowed to leave the camp and also not allowed to interact with outsiders. They're also tested after every 72 hours. And if an athlete tests positive for COVID, they're isolated from their teammates until they test negative again.
Being tested first was a difficult thing because it was not something that we were used to. But as the time passed by, we got used to it because now it's something that we're going to live with for the rest of our life. Maybe we won't get the cure.
What's more, COVID-19 protocols are observed in the camp as everyone is advised to mask up, keep social distance, and even sanitize, sometimes even during practice sessions.
We are not living the same life we used to live because one, we need to sanitize our balls, we need to wash our hands after every session, like when you're doing push-ups, you need to go clean your hands again for you before you drink the water. You know, that is taking a lot of time also for training.
Some people are not in this bubble camp, but they're still essential players when it comes to Team Kenya's preparation for the Olympics. These are government and federation officials and some journalists. Before they're allowed into this bubble camp, they have to get tested. For the athletes, the bubble camp has presented them with an opportunity to bond with their teammates. It also has saved them from the distractions of commuting from their houses to Kasarani.
1, 2, 3. Go up, press, and back.
We have been given this chance to be in Purple Camp. It is in two ways. First one, It has given us a very good time to have everyone in camp, to have concentration, because no one is interfering with us. We are alone in training. The players are not thinking of anything but focusing only on training.
Close to $180 million was used when the NBA implemented their bubble concept. It is no wonder the bubble could host everyone, including journalists and chefs. This is the one place that Team Kenya acknowledges that it could not hack.
Obviously, it does not work as well as we intended, because of limitation of resources, we cannot put everybody in a bubble, because they are the workers. People come and cook the food, people come and clean the rooms, people come and just do the general work around where the team is. That is the one level of exposure which we still have to manage.
However, everyone involved in this Team Kenya will be in this bubble camp 21 days before they head out to Tokyo. This will ensure that everyone presents 2 COVID-19 negative results before departure.